Hello golfers, let's talk about bunkers. So, the majority of players that come to me with bunker challenges are literally just looking to get out of the bunker. They're not looking for anything special, they just want to get on the green and give themselves a chance. And if you're one of those golfers, what I would say, let's make things a little bit more simple. Too many times I see golfers opening the stance a lot, opening the face, stacking the weight onto the left side, potentially doing things that they see on TV. But one big difference here is on TV, those golfers, those tour players are playing on greens incredibly fast. They're playing in bunkers generally with a lot of sand. They're playing in bunkers with 10, 12-foot lips. What they require is extremely different to what you require on your bog standard English bunker that's got a fairly moderate lip and actually fairly average pace greens. So on the back of that, what I'd like you all to think about is making things a little bit more simple. I want you to try and imagine that you're playing a 50-yard pitch shot. And I want you to take that setup position where your feet are about shoulder width, your ball position is in the middle, that shaft is nice and vertical. And then from here, I want you to try and imagine that you're hitting this shot 50 yards. I want you to get into your head and think, right, what would I do if I was hitting a 50-yard pitch shot? I'd be back here, I'd be all the way through, back there, all the way through. However, we're now in a bunker, so I'm going to take that swing, but I'm just going to try and hit a little bit of sand. And I really feel that this setup position, this idea, this swing, relating it to something that we do very, very often is much, much easier than trying this fancy open face, open feet, jazzy stuff that you'd often hear about. And I can assure you that if you're using a lofted club, 58 degree or 60 degree, if we take that setup position with the ball in the middle, the shaft nice and vertical, we have enough loft on this club to elevate your ball onto that green. And when we take our setup position that, as we say, is a little bit more standard, we're feeling a little bit more comfortable. We're not feeling out of shape. We're not feeling like our body's twisted and pointing the wrong way. We are just taking that 50-yard pitch shot swing that you have done hundreds of. So let's have a look here in the setup. We're going to get our shoulder width. We're going to keep the ball in the middle. We're going to keep that shaft vertical. Then I'm going to make a couple of swings here, taking my 50-yard pitch shot swing, but hitting a bit of sand. And I assure you, if you do that and you hit that sand about 3 or 4 inches behind the ball, keep that body twisting, just as you do on your pitch shot. That will keep the momentum of the club head moving. That will keep that club moving through that sand. The sand will push against the ball and lift that ball out. So let's give it a try. It's a very basic way to play bunkers, but it will get you out if that is what you want.